Hi everyone, my name is Rahul Kumar. I'm working as a .NET developer in Genpact. I'm having experience more than 5 years. Basically, I'm using .NET technologies. So this is my tutorial related to some design patterns. In in any programming model, there are various design patterns. So first, I want to tell you guys what is design patterns. Design pattern is nothing but it's a methodology or it's a concept in which we are doing some codes. We can design our solutions by writing some standard codes. So those kind of standards we are getting from the proper design patterns. So one of design patterns I'm going to explain today is strategic patterns. What do you mean by strategic patterns? Suppose that if there is a client and that client wants the things to do in a different ways. Suppose that I'm taking an example here. Suppose that I'm client needs some list of data in different static. Like suppose that list is coming based on the sorting orders, based on the different ways. So without changing the existing uh, context, that clients do not needs to change the existing code. So for that we are using static patterns. So I hope you will understand by creating my program. So let's switch to Visual Studio and I'm trying to open uh, creating new project. So I can take here any .NET core programming, any console application. We can give static patterns example. So I'm doing this code in .NET Core applications. So it might be you people are familiar with .NET Core. If it is not, then please uh, go to some .NET Core and try to create some basic .NET applications. So this is my first file. This is program. This is entry point of this .NET Core application, which is main function. So we were talking about the static patterns. So I'm creating one interface here. Interface like any example like I example or calculate calculator I calculator dot cs. So this is nothing but we are taking interface like as we know that interface is nothing but it's a contract between the different software components. So suppose that in calculator I'm having a function here public double get value, and it's taking int numbers. Int numbers, and it will return the sum of the numbers. Int I equal to 1, 0, I less than numbers dot length and I plus plus. I'm creating a local variable sum plus equal to numbers I, and it's returning the sum. Double. Get sum. Oh, my bad. In interface, basically we are creating only the function declaration, not defining. Okay. So I'm taking one class here, calculator one, and this will override iCalculator. So we can override here and we can paste it. So this is one example, one concrete class it is. It is basically nothing but it's a concrete class. So I'm creating another class like calculator 2. Again, it's inheriting the same interface, calculator. But now, in this function, the logic is something different. Like every time I'm adding plus 10, that is something different. Okay. But the client will call these two classes, but the different result will get. So this is nothing but its interface, it's a contract, This interface has get some method. So for that, this calculator two class in is inheriting, uh, overriding this get some methods. So now I will have one context class that directly the client will use this. So calculator context. Okay. So this calculator context is taking one parameter that is of type calculator. So I'm taking one private read-only variable I calculator. So this dot calculator equal to this calculator. So now this context has something like business logic, like something like public void display display something when numbers one business logic. So now this dot calculator uh, dot get some numbers. It will returns a double value. Double result. And console dot write line result is result. So this is nothing but it's a calculator context. That means you can say it's a business logic containers. So if I'm going to program.cs, so I'm creating an object of context class calculator context equal to new context. So now this calculator context constructor is taking iCalculator object. So iCalculator object calculator equal to new calculator to 1. Okay. So now I am passing this calculator. So now context dot display function I'm calling and console dot read line. So I must have int array numbers equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So numbers. So let's see what is the output here. We can run here. First build if any error is there. Pre-build all succeeded, so we can run directly here. And we can see the output 10 digits sum of 10 digits number. Result is 55. Okay. But the same thing, if you change here, like after printing this context equal to new calculator 2, but I calculator 2. Let's see, I'm creating one here. 2 equal to new calculator 2. Here I'm creating context, the same context, but different calculated object. So we can see here calculator context it is. Okay. So now we can see here the numbers. So like this we are getting. To suppose that if you want to change this context here, so not basically client is what, this program. So this program is using this calculator context. Okay. So if you want to change some behaviors of get some, so you don't need to change this context. So if you want to change this one, go to the concrete classes and you do some modification. So you have the proper strategy, like how you are going to execute or how you are going to perform some business logics there. So like this we can create strategic patterns, we can design the proper programs or proper solutions. I hope so you understood very well this video. If you have any questions, you can ask, you can give some comments, you can give some suggestions. And one more thing I want to request you, if you are watching this video first time, so please subscribe my channel and share the videos. That's all. Thank you.